So it's.
Yes.
Welcome to YourStory.com's Facebook Live. I'm with Ritesh, who's an ex-ICICI banker and also founder of PhonePaisa, the digital service payment service provider. And you give a thumbs up to the budget, eh?
Yeah, it is. It is very brilliant budget.
Why do you think? But I feel we've lost the moment. We've lost the initiative, right? I mean, we didn't talk about UPI. We didn't talk about Beam. For some reason, was there a reason why the finance minister did not talk about it, or is it because we've already talked about it so much that he did not?
Well, I would say that after demonetization, the initiatives that the government took in pushing Beam, they were brilliant. But somewhere still further push is required. Okay, so like what PhonePaisa does, we are into payment processing. We today aggregate all forms of payment. Like even in UPI QR code,
Correct.
we have been a little innovative. And we have added credit card there.
Correct. But why hasn't the government pushed this? You guys are doing a great job.
I would say that government is trying to do a little bit. Like now, Reserve Bank of India has told that all debit card transactions and UPI based transactions for amounts less than 2,000 rupees will be subsidized by Reserve Bank of India.
Okay.
But where I think still a better work could have been done, that who's going to claim this subsidy? Is it the issuing bank? Is it the acquiring bank?
Exactly.
And also today, much portion of the interchange it goes to issuing bank. Probably government may look into standardizing the charges that are being charged by the issuing bank, so that issuing bank today does not push digital payment. It is the acquiring bank who pushes.
Okay.
So I was very hopeful that Honorable Finance Minister today may address how acquiring side of the payments will receive an impetus somehow. I couldn't find that. So if acquiring side is promoted, they will promote digital payment. They will promote UPI.
So will there have to be a revenue share of? I mean, if the RBI takes over this subsidy, right? And how will they divide it between an acquiring and issuing bank? Is it going to be a 50-50 split on the profits? Or
so to be very honest,
charges?
Nobody knows that in the industry today.
Okay.
So even I am a payment service provider, but for last 1 month, I am giving this service free of cost.
Okay, you're absorbing it yourself.
I'm absorbing for the time being.
And you're burning your cash.
I'm burning my cash, and then I'll get the clarity in another 1 week or 2 weeks. But RBI should not have left it for the issuing banks to decide.
Okay, why is that? Do you want to say why?
See, because I'll say that significant banks who are large on acquiring side are also large on issuing side. And today, no bank wants to put their money into acquiring until unless they are the issuer.
Okay.
So where government should review their policy is they should promote acquiring side of the business, because only acquiring side talks to the merchant. Issuer banks don't talk to merchant.
Okay.
So until unless the policies are driven towards acquiring side, digital payment will not receive the required impetus.
That's why I think even the fintech industry in this country has been a flux. There's been a consolidation. There's been a lot of startups. They're closing shop, right? And China, if you look at it, 25 billion digital payments a year, and we do less than 12 billion?
Yes.
Per year. Is that the problem? I mean, because this issuing bank and acquiring bank problems have not been addressed so far.
Yeah. So as I see, a lot of fintechs, they started with a very niche solution or a very niche use case. Some started only with UPI. Some started only with online. But most of them, they were not able to sell until unless they integrate with the banks. Until unless they partner with some bank and a bank becomes their partner, they are not able to grow further. And that again goes back to the same point. If the bank is big, they will not work with the fintech. And if there is no acquiring benefit for the bank, there is no incentive for them to support a fintech. Then a fintech only becomes a technology service provider. So eventually everything ties up to the same thing. If the fintech world has to grow, then banks have to step forward. But banks will step forward only when they have money on the acquiring side. So yes, in time to come, more fintechs will consolidate. Unfortunately, some of them may fold up.
Okay.
But yes, fintechs are here to stay only when acquiring side push comes from the government side.
Okay, interesting to know. And maybe that's the reason why the government's also announced a blockchain kind of a strategy, an excellence center for blockchain. Or is this just an announcement to say that even we are going to be globally savvy? Was that also disappointing?
I would say that blockchain is a technology, but the use cases that use blockchain, they require quick approval from the government. They require quick approval from the regulators. And today, as I see, no bank, none of the banks in the country are investing in blockchain technology.
Yeah.
What they are looking forward to is let a third party, a fintech or another technology company, let them invest in blockchain. We will ride on top of that. We will partner with that fintech. We will build our use case.
Okay.
So I think time is right for even companies like PhonePaisa to look at blockchain.
I think majority of the banks have not invested in blockchain, but SBI has announced something recently. I don't know if you've seen it. But you also said that in the end, the Roti Kapda Kisan package that today the government announced, you said digital payments as a very large role to play in that announcement. Why do you say that?
See, absolutely. See, today when I look at the number of deals that PhonePaisa is working on, we are working on a very big deal with the state government, wherein they have a lot of issues in their farmer subsidies.
So it's actually Roti Kapda Kisan.
And Kisan. So today PhonePaisa is focusing on Kisan part. We are serving a bank, we are serving a state government in their farmer subsidies. And it's a very big opportunity, couple of 1,000 crores that will flow through PhonePaisa, and we really support, because whether it is Roti, Kapda or Kisan, at the end of the day, there is an underlying payment layer.
Yeah, because the government announced Kisan credit cards.
Exactly, but they didn't work.
But that's always been there.
Yeah, but Vishal, the challenge is how many Kisans they understand how to use a credit card. And where's the infrastructure? For a credit card to be swiped, you require EDC machine. So today PhonePaisa is giving solution for Kisan part of the government's vision, which does not require any infrastructure investment.
So you're saying go digital. Why
go digital without any machine?
Okay.
Without any cards.
Okay. But you know what the government's gone and done, right? They put a 20% additional duty on phones. So phones are going to get expensive.
Well, so
if they're not manufactured in India.
So the good news is the PhonePaisa solution on Kisan or that digital payment does not require phone.
What do you mean by that? You want to tell us that? That's very interesting in the budget conversation.
Yeah. So what we have done is that their requirement for that specific state government was a wallet within the wallet. And they wanted anything to be done without cards, without EDC machine. So we gave them a platform wherein all the Kisan will have multiple input subsidy coming into PhonePaisa technology. We'll be able to hold it into micro wallets, while the Kisan will have a macro wallet. And the farmers can go to any merchant. That merchant will be allowed to use only one specific subsidy allowance. Say like I am a merchant, so I can accept subsidy money only for seed.
Correct.
But I will not be allowed to receive subsidy on diesel. So we can control that. Okay. So today we have given that type of platform to a state government wherein they can drive this. Now in this there is no card, there is no phone. Today Kisan is using black and white phone, a probably feature phone, say 600 rupees phone. So even if we are talking about a 20% on that, it's hardly any money. So it's not going to really hurt that much. But the market that we are addressing is basically a feature phone market. So ticket size is very small, 1,000 rupees feature phone they use. There is no incoming cost. They don't have to download any application. Zero technology, absolutely no free technology.
So these are the kind of things that the government should announce going forward if they want to support farmers too. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. See, what I see from the government perspective, their intentions are very nice. I really applaud. But somewhere the implementation part.
See, because they have that ENAM, Electronic National Agricultural Marketing.
Correct.
Which can use many platforms like yours too.
Absolutely, yes. So, yeah.
But again, there's no vision as sort, right? It's just an announcement, and that's very disappointing.
See, what is happening that digital payment space is moving very, very fast. Even government is trying to catch up with it. So because if we really see that around demonetization, they came up with one tariff.
Yes.
Then December they came up with another tariff. And now 1st April they are likely to come up with another tariff. So now they are hammering the tariffs down. But the problem is if they hammer the tariffs down below the commercial viability, then the whole industry will step back. So now what PhonePaisa is trying to do, we are trying to give that technology that makes the whole solution of Kisan payments, subsidies handling, and for state governments at minimalistic cost. So that capital.
It's interesting. I mean, I'll tell you why. There's so many companies, but tell me about it. There are thousands of wallet companies that all died, right? That went after this. So you are going to have it very difficult though, going after this market.
Yeah, so the good news is we never considered ourselves as wallet company because we are not a wallet company.
Okay.
See, because today FonePaisa can debit any card on planet Earth. We can debit any wallet within the country. We can create somebody's wallet. We are integrated with multiple banks. We give technology to banks and we give technology to state governments. So today we are a payment service provider.
So that's what you're saying. You're saying the government should look at companies such as yourself. There are many more, obviously.
Exactly.
Right? And that's not happening.
Yeah, I think RBI did look into companies like us last year. So I attended one meeting with RBI wherein they wanted us to work with cooperative sector banks.
Okay.
So I would say that fintech should be used as a tech rather than as a sales arm.
Because today even SMB lending was freed up. They said you can access online vendors. That means a platform or a technology, underlying technology such as yours would be powering such an ecosystem.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
So I mean, one final comment from you. What is Digital India for rural India?
Well, I would say...
And what is it for startups?
Yeah.
How can startups help agriculture?
I would say that whatever digital payment solutions need to be recommended for rural India, they need to have very lean infrastructure or zero infrastructure.
Okay.
Because otherwise there will be no commercial viability.
Okay.
Another, some incentives need to be given to the acquiring side, not to the issuing side.
Okay.
Third, issuing banks should not work on percentage basis. Today what happens that 60 to 70% of the interchange is retained by the issuing bank, while all they do is just pass one entry in their core banking.
Okay.
So I would recommend that government to evaluate that issuing side should be told that just like NPCI, you will get a flat 20 paisa fee or a flat 50 paisa fee. Then all the digital payments in rural market, they will become viable. So yeah, so we have to reduce the cost starting from issuing bank.
So again, thanks for watching YourStory.com's Facebook Live, and thanks Ritesh for your wonderful comments.
Thanks Vishal for giving me this opportunity.
No problem.
Look forward to talking once again.
Over coffee for sure. Thank you guys.
Anytime. Thanks guys.